Hello. Hello, I'm live. I didn't set it up ahead of time, but I'm going live. I just came back from getting groceries. And I got my oil changed and um I need new tires, but I didn't get them at the Toyota dealership because they're too expensive there. And I got gas and I got groceries and then I came home. Then I hurried home because I'm like, I'm supposed to go live. So yeah, I'm live. I'm gonna share out my live. Um, Share out my live. Let me do that. So I got to put my groceries away. So, but I'm gonna light the candle and play my flute first. Like and subscribe. Share this video out. My watch time is going to, like, since it's delayed, it's not showing yet. It's showing in my analytics that my views are up, but it's not showing in my watch time yet, but I'm thinking it will soon, so I'm excited about that. That's good. Okay, so I met up with a friend with Darcy yesterday, so that was really nice, and I had my therapist appointment too. So I need that. I'm gonna where's my candle? Oh, here it is. One watching, welcome. Thank you for being here. I was looking back at my lives and my Monday night live. I'm glad I started going back on Mondays because it's doing better. My Monday night lives are doing better than my Friday night lives. And this week I went live Wednesday, and I'll try doing that like next week too. Here's my candle. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. One watching, thank you for being here. You can chat in the chat or you cannot chat in the chat. It's up to you. Hi, Bren. Hi. Red Kitty says hello. Red Kitty says hello. How are you? I have and look, I can buy myself flowers. I bought myself flowers, and I got to put them. I put them in this vase that was my mom's. I had this vase, even date night with Red Kitty. Yeah, date night with Red Kitty. I'm going to put my flowers in here. I had this when I traveled in my RV. I had it up in the cupboard, wrapped in paper, because I had everything I kept Everything I kept from the house in Georgia, I had in my RV. So I had this. And sometimes I get myself flowers and put them in this. Hi, Elsa. So I have groceries I need to put away because I just got back. I'm gonna go over here. I have groceries I need to put away. So, and I'm gonna put my flowers in water. So let me go over here. Whoa. I don't want to break this ever. I better not ever break this. My salad today. So I saw my extra son today because he works where I got my oil changed at the Toyota dealership. So yeah. And yeah, that was good. So I got groceries. I got some groceries at, let me know if you can hear me okay. I got some groceries at Target, and then I was just like, I'm going to get the rest of what I want to get at King Soopers. So that's what I did. Let me put my eggs away. I got eggs. I got stuff to cook stuff for you guys. Since people like my cooking videos and since I quit my job, I can cook more now again. So that's good. So let me see. I can put it so you can see me. I'm over here. I'm cutting the flowers. See? Yeah, I might watch a movie tonight. Speaking of date night, I have a little packet of stuff. Let me see how these get. I got the cheap flowers though. I hope it's enough for my big vase. How is everybody? How are you all doing? See, this is the stuff you put in that water. I'm going to throw these away. I'm wanting to get some flowers for my porch, but I didn't. I almost got some sunflowers for my porch today, but I didn't. Some live, flowers. There we go. See? These over here. I'm putting them over here, see? See? Okay. I got the cheap soda. I stopped drinking again, but I like my soda, and I got the cheap soda. I have pizza. I have pizza left. It's gonna be my last meal before I start my fast again. I got this pizza that I did on the video today. Did y'all see that? Okay, too warm, tired, to weed, eat off, and so did you weed or not? Or was it too hot to weed? move stuff around so I can put my soda right here. I got myself treats like this rice pudding I like, but I'm wanting to cut back because I'm really wanting to lose weight. Lose some more weight again, and I still need to lose my Christmas weight before it's Christmas again. So yeah, I need to do that. Whipped cream for my berries. This is low carb though, you know that? And that lasted me a long time last time. A very long time. Okay. This is for my self-care. These are for my bubble baths. I love this stuff. I stopped getting it for a little bit though and just used the dish soap bubbles to save money, but I splurged. I'm still not doing my nails. I'm going to keep not doing my nails. Although I'm going to want to do them at Christmas, but I don't know. I probably won't because I need to save money. And I'm not starting to drive for Lyft yet, but I might. I'm thinking that would be next month or September. Oh, like I'm Redheaded Riding Hood, and I write in my journal every day. I got new pens. So, yeah, I'm always needing new pens. So, I got Dr. K. I like Dr. K. You like Dr. K? Dr. Pepper? Let me see here. This way. I can't get this off of here. There we go. Let me see. Lots to weed eat. Okay. Yeah. That's the thing. I'd like to eventually have a yard, but I don't have to do any of that stuff now. So that is it's nice. It's a give and take. I'd like a garden. I'd like a yard. But I see some of my neighbors, so they have lots of beautiful plants on their patio. And so I was thinking I might do that. But yeah, I was thinking I still might do that because I have 6 months till my lease is up. But also I might renew it for another year. I still don't know. So yeah. And I got these. Well, I asked the guy where these things were. I really wanted the wraps for pot stickers, but he got me egg roll wraps. He went and got them for me. So, and then I was like, I gotta hurry up and get home because I'm going live, right? So I'm like, I guess I'm gonna make egg rolls, which I did used to make egg rolls too. So look out, Tim Morbang. Red's gonna make egg rolls. And I make pretty good egg rolls too. So I got cabbage and I got ground pork for the egg rolls. I already got and this is why I thought of it. Because whenever I see this, it reminds me. I saw this at Target. I got this at Target. And I'm like, maybe I'll make some egg rolls. So I haven't ever done that. I could do that on my channel because people like the food. And so I might make a banner for my YouTube. I had someone in the old community that I left did a nice banner for me, and I could have left it up, and I bet he wouldn't care. But then I stopped going live, and it had my live times on it and everything. It was a nice banner, but because I wasn't friends with him anymore, I took it down, and I since then haven't made a banner and haven't figured out how to do one on Canva, which is so annoying. But when I make a banner, I want to put on it, feed your body, feed your soul. Because I'm still doing the food, y'all, and doing the inspiration and the poetry. So, yeah, the food gets good views. These are the onions for the green onions for the, what did I say? Egg rolls. I bought me some pot stickers. So, for those of you that don't know, my ex is Asian, so I like Chinese food, and I decided to try these because they were only $4.99, and it's 23.4 ounce, so it's over a pound of dumplings. I'm like, do I really want to go through all the work to make these when they're so cheap at the store? I don't know, but I'm gonna make them, and I'm gonna make egg rolls. And here's my cabbage. I couldn't find a knot, so I got an organic cabbage because I didn't see that they had any other cabbage. So you gotta lose weight. I have hiatal hernia. Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah. So, oh, you like Big Red? I thought about trying that. I haven't ever tried it, but I only get diet. No eating after 6 p.m. Hi, Larkwood. How are you? Do you have content on your channel, Larkwood? I need to go over there and check it out because I don't know anything about you. Where are you from? So here's my cabbage. Oh, and I got green beans at Target, and I got sugar snap peas, and I got mushrooms. I'm gonna make shish kebab. I have some potatoes left. Potatoes is a cheap food. I love a baked potato. And I got me some more sour cream for baked potato. I got berries. These are, low calorie snacks. Ooh, you got raspberry lemon Mountain Dew. That sounds good, Elsa. Florida. Okay. I lived in Florida for 9 years. Where did I get these berries from? Thought they were in here. I have a steak. I got a cheap steak at Target the other day. It's a chuck steak and some mushrooms. That's what I don't know how many, I got a lot of videos of steak and mushrooms on my channel, so I don't know if I'll film. A lot of recipes I use call for cheese, so I get a big bag of cheese usually, and I'm going to throw that in the freezer. Usually get a little half gallon of milk. I got this at Target because I put that in my coffee. I love that in my coffee. So, and here is, I got stuff, not good for my diet, but I got stuff to make lasagna. So I met up with Darcy, who I met on Instagram, and found out she lives near me, and she came to my live, and so we went and had lunch, and I'm going to have her. I'm like, I only have my extra son over, and he's the only, like, my son and my extra son are the only people who've been over to my apartment, really. Well, except for the like maintenance people or whatever, you know. Which I was maybe going to call because when my electricity went out, so my AC was doing this weird thing, and I was like, I don't know how to set this, and it's like so tiny I can't read it. So, and it's like on now, but I think it set itself. Yeah, it did. It's not supposed to be on now. See, I set mine way high, so I do that to save money because I'm so cold natured. So yeah, I'm turning it off. It like reset itself. It like was doing this. I was like, what is this doing? Goodness gracious, I need to call the maintenance people, which is nice because, you know, before when you're in your own house, you know, it's you know, and especially then when I'm divorced and, you know, I used to call my ex at first. Like my ex helped me move and stuff too. When I moved out of his house, he helped me move out. And yeah, I was just talking to Albert about that too, because Albert helped me move, and my son had gone. Uh, my sons weren't there at that time, and like my younger son was at college. And hey, Brenda Burner, I'm doing grocery haul, and I'm gonna be cooking again on my channel more. I haven't been, you know, I haven't been doing anything. And good news, my watch time is going up. So my watch time is going up. It's not caught up to, but in my analytics, okay, there's two separate things, and one of them's behind. So that's still going down. But I can see that my watch time in actual time, like now, is going up. So it's going to catch up with it because it's behind a little bit. And so I think it's going to be on the upswing. I got some broccoli cheddar rice and stuff. And this is the marinade I use on my chicken when I shish kebab it. And I use these skewers. And I got the vegetables for that so I'm going to ask, when Darcy comes over to eat, I'm going to ask her what she wants. If she wants, she's probably going to want shish kebab, maybe. I don't know. If she wants lasagna or egg rolls, if she wants Chinese food, Italian food, or me to grill. So I'm going to have to ask her that. So when I do the shish kebab, I got the little cherry tomatoes. These are good. And I've done that on my channel a lot too. The shish kebab, the grilling. I've done a lot of grilling. I love the mushrooms on the shish kebab, so I got those at Target. And maybe I should start doing the lunch lives again. What do you guys think? Hey, Brenda. Brenda's a good person to ask. Should I do the lunch lives again? I could do that. Or should I keep doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday night? I bought myself flowers. You missed that, Brenda. I'll show you. Oh, and I got avocados. I splurged and got avocados because I love them. I'm back to eating my salad. Like I wasn't making myself salad anymore because, you know, I was at work and salad wasn't practical to take to work. So those are my flowers. So yeah, I got myself. Okay, and this is what I got. This is good in the lasagna. It's ground sweet Italian sausage. Be awesome to use with fresh lemon, make less sugar. So I don't know what I'm gonna make when, but And this is the ground pork for the egg rolls. Oh, I also have more Parmesan cheese. I also got stuff for, which isn't really good for the diet, but I got stuff to make fettuccine Alfredo, which I might make with the shrimp. This is a cream for the fettuccine Alfredo. This is the ricotta cheese for the lasagna. So I need to ask Darcy if she wants, and she sees all my food on Instagram is even like more of my food because I take pictures of it. If I don't film it, I'll usually take pictures of it, right? And so Darcy's, yeah, I see your food. I want to come eat at your place. This is my sour cream for my baked potatoes. I have like 4 baked potatoes left. 4 potatoes left. And I even have ground beef and stuff to make. I don't think I'll need to go to the store for like at least 2 weeks, unless I just need salad stuff. At least 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I might not have to go to the store till August probably. So I got the pasta sauce. I like these for the chili. I got the pasta sauce for the lasagna. And I got the beans at Target for the chili. These are pinto beans. I like to put different beans in my chili. Those are black beans. And then I have kidney beans. Lindy was making me think of the chili. I love the chili. I love chili. So yeah. I was starting to get, more prepared meals too, which was wasting money. I was starting to eat out more because I was working. I was starting to eat more prepared meals because I was working. It was bad. And these are the peppers that I love on the shish kebab too. On the shish kebab, I put the sweet peppers and the cherry tomatoes and the mushrooms. It's really good. And then I make some rice and yeah. So that's my grocery haul. I got this. I got the Dave's bread. Oh, you saw that on my peanut butter and jelly video, right? I got peanut butter and jelly, and this Dave's bread is so good. Okay, so I'm going to heat up some pizza. I'm not going to eat after 8 o'clock. And I'm going to have a drink. What am I going to have? Root beer. Root beer. I'm going to get a glass of ice because it's not cold. This is the glass my son left when he moved to Oregon. So I got my oil changed, and frozen blackberries would be great fun in that drink. Yeah, that would be. Hi, Glenn. How are you? Your evening lives work best for you. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Thanks for the feedback. Let me plug in so I don't lose any power. So I got pizza. It's hot. So, yeah. So, I'm feeling better. I had my therapist appointment, which is good. I still haven't, I still need to find a doctor. I'm trying to find a doctor. So I'm going to see how these pens are for my journaling. These are Bic. Those look good. And then I got these ones. These are Precise. See how those are. I got a journal. So I don't know if I showed you guys. Let me show you. I got a journal at the Cracker Barrel when I went to see Lindy. I might have showed you, but let me show you. Oh, I brought it in my bag. I brought some books in my bag when I went to get my oil changed. See, this is my bag from Abbey Road Studios in London, the Yellow Submarine. And I got this at Abbey Road Studios too, the Yellow Submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine. Don't call yourself an old woman. See, my journal I got at Cracker Barrel with a hummingbird on it. I might have showed it to you already. I don't know. But yeah, I like that. Okay. I'm having the dreaming and then find out it was given due to discontinued season. Huh. Sounds interesting. Elsa. So this is the Big K root beer. I lit my candle. This is my sign Libra candle I got at Walgreens. So if you missed that, this little light of mine. Now I'm pouring my soda. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. You want some bubbles? Reminder to pray. Hello, Lisa. How are you? Good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. I was just gonna pray for y'all. Dear Lord, thank you for all these YouTube subscribers and people in the chat. And I pray that you would bless them and their families, Lord. Thank you for my children. I pray for you to bless them and watch over them and keep them safe. And I pray that all of my children will be taught of the Lord, and great shall be the peace of my children, Lord. And I pray that for all of these people here too, Lord. Thank you for our children. Thank you for those that have grandchildren. And we pray that you bless them. Thank you for our families and bless all these people. And thank you for the blessing they are to me. I pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Pouring my root beer. So, you know what I haven't, where I haven't been? I haven't been back to swim. You guys, where I went to get my oil changed is over near one of the other pools, and I was like, oh, I could come over here and swim. I wouldn't feel as weird. I would just feel weird. Oh, I would just feel weird. I was like, I could go at 5:30. I'm still not a morning person. Like now I'm going to get up that early when I don't have to. Because I was like, I don't want to see the teenagers that I used to work with. I really don't, honestly don't, but I want to go swim. I don't know. I might find another place to swim, y'all. That's weird, but I might do that. I can swim in my pool out there, the apartment complex, but it's not really good for laps. So I like that. And they had a barbecue. Actually, I have my sunscreen out because I went to barbecue last Saturday by the pool. Root beer is good with clove extract and cinnamon cayenne. That sounds interesting. So I did that video. I edited at the Toyota dealership where I was getting my oil changed. I love root beer. And that's my thing. You have a small homemade pizza in the oven. Cool. Hi, Granny. How are you? Yeah, I had hamburgers the other day. I didn't film that, but that's on my Instagram. Once a prawn a time. A prawn a time. I usually share my Instagram link. If you want to see more food, especially, and my friend Darcy, I met, it's the same with my friend in Australia, Sam, Paper Crane of Hope. I met her on Instagram first. I loved how she left a little paper crane and a little like message, encouraging message with them. And she would leave them in random places in Australia though. And I thought that was so neat. And then she was on YouTube also. And it was the same thing with Darcy. I met Darcy on Instagram, and then she had to tell me she had a different name on Instagram. So she told me who she was. And then find out she lives near me. So like the name brand soda, I'm like, this is what I'm doing to save money too, because I was wasting money. Oh, you know what? There's a tiger. There's a lily in here. It's pretty. Let me show you. I think it's a lily. That's my grandbaby's name, Lily. Can you see that? I just noticed that. And there's roses and daisies. So the name brand soda is so much more, like $9.99. but it was on sale for buy two get one free, but I got 3 12-packs for $12.99. And so they want 3 12-packs of the name brand soda, like, Dr. Pepper or Coke or whatever, for $20. What? I like to plant messages on small rocks and leave them in random places for others to find. Beautiful, Lily. Yeah. Yeah, I used to find those rocks. Like, I never did paint some, and then so this rock right here is from St. Petersburg rocks. It's a St. Pete rocks. And I got it as a gift. Sometimes I would get gifts from my Airbnb guests. So, yeah, that's what I was going to talk about tonight, you guys. Let's talk about, I was going to do a review for anybody new too, but let's talk about 2020. What were you all doing in 2020? So 2020 ended up, it ended up good for me because I was able to sell my house. And that's why, like, in 2021, I stopped, like, running and being, angry. And honestly, part of the problem, with the bullies was my reactivity, and my, my anger coming up, like, was how I reacted. Some, these things are never like totally one-sided, but it was, it was mostly them because they were just like making crap up about me. But but I reacted badly. And so in 2021 I came back to God, but just looking back, man, I could just see that all working out, that my house sold to an investor in Israel who didn't even see my house in person. Like, the realtor just, filmed it and sent him a video of an investor in Israel bought my house in Georgia. Yeah. I love that. A lot of them gave me like little food or something to eat, like chocolates. Trying to think what other gifts I got. Not always, but sometimes they would give me little gifts like that, which was nice. Trying to think of what other gifts I got. Can't remember right now. I remember I got chocolates. Sometimes it was like food, but this was one that I kept. So, and sometimes I would I had my book out on the table. So, stayed home a lot. 2 friends died. Oh, that's sad. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Lisa. My father passed away right before. So I put my house for sale I'm going to share the videos again, like I did before. So I put my house for sale in June and it sold in August. But at the beginning of 2020, I told you guys before about I had rats in my house. I had to get the rats out of my house. And I had met Gladys from doing Airbnb, and she stayed in my Airbnb before she bought 2 houses in Georgia because she rented one out to her dad. Don't get me started with that, but with that whole situation. But anyways, she bought 2 houses in Georgia. And then they transferred her up to to Scott Air Force Base in St. Louis. So then she rented out her house and she needed a place to stay. So she was staying with me when I discovered the rat. And it was that I was like, that was a good thing too, because that's when I was so depressed. And it's like, if I were there alone and I was like, just like, this is enough. Like, this is it, Lord, like 2017, the date rape, 2018, the green card guy, 2017 was when they stole my book from me, the What Elephant book. And then my daughter's not talking to me. I was so depressed. So 2019 was the bad, horrible, no good year for me. It was horrible. So that was 2019. And then like to get rats in my house and I got so paranoid after. So Mohammed, the green card guy, I wrote about him on my blog. It was horrible. They had babies. That's what happened. Let me put a post to my Instagram. Red's Instagram. There's my Instagram. Has a picture of my hamburger. My hamburger's on it. My hamburger. I couldn't eat 2 hamburgers. I was full. I almost did. I almost finished 2 hamburgers because I was really hungry, but then I was like, I can't eat all this. This is my worst year ever. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that, Lisa. We will pray for you. I'm so sorry. You finished building your house on your 8 acres by yourselves, preparing for retirement and never paying rent again. Wow. So, are you going to stay in Texas? No, you don't have to say on here. Oh, yes. I'll pray for you right now. I don't know what it is, but God knows. God knows. Dear Lord, I pray that you would comfort and be with Lisa, Lord, and help her through this situation, whatever it is, and be with her, Lord. Give her wisdom, give her direction, and comfort her, Lord. I pray that she would be surrounded with people that care about her and that would want to help. And if she doesn't have any people like that, that she would meet people like that. And we just pray that you would be with her, Lord, and help her in this situation. Whatever it is, Lord, we know that you know all things and you know her heart, Lord. And I just pray that you would assist her and help her and comfort her and be with her, Lord. I pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Oh, thank you so much. I so need it because, yeah, I have something going on. I'm like, Darcy used to be a therapist. I'm like, I feel like I need to pay you. Darcy used to be a therapist and that was so helpful. And then I had my therapist appointment yesterday too. I felt like I had 2 therapist appointments because, I have a situation going on and I'm trying to figure out what I should do, what I can do, and praying a lot. You can't pray too much. You can't. I don't think you can. But Apostle Paul said, pray without ceasing. So, yeah. So So yeah, 2019 was hard. And then, oh, and I remember too, Christmas 2019 was hard. It was my first Christmas without my kids. I remember 2018, I went to my ex's for Christmas. My kids did invite me over there. We would go to his house because, it's bigger, and they lived there. The ones that were at home, the two that were still at home lived there. So, but 2019 was a hard Christmas too, because I didn't go over there to my ex's, and I didn't see, I only saw my oldest son. My younger son had just moved to, he was in Atlanta after he graduated college, and then he moved here to Denver by his friend from grammar school, Albert, who I saw today, because Albert still lives here. So that's why I still feel like I have a child here. I call him my extra son. And so he comes over like, every 3 weeks or so, and eats, and we'll watch a movie or something. So that's nice. And I saw him today because, when I was saying, like, I shouldn't get my tires here, should I? I need new tires. And he's like, no. Tire warehouse, is that what it is? I need to look them up and go get new tires for Snow White. Yes, that is great. Arc, that's great, Bren. I usually say Bren for Arc and Brenda for Brenda Burner, whose name isn't. Shh, no. But to not get them confused. But yeah, that's a great accomplishment. Yeah. But so, and let me share the link to my blog. Let me share with you the link to my blog, and then I'll share with you the video. Right when I put my house for sale, okay, first the pandemic hit. I was selling all my stuff. I was giving away my stuff. I was giving away a lot of stuff too. I was giving away stuff. I was selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace. I was, big stuff, small stuff, all sorts of stuff. From little like knickknacks, vases. I had other they were blue type vases that I sold that were my mom's, and I decided to keep that one vase. My sister has one like it, I think. So let me put a link to Red's blog. Red's blog. The article about the green card guy is called "Look What You Made Me Do." And that's when I finally opened up about what happened the year before, which was the date rape. So is my next best accomplishment, right? So, yeah, I said to Claire Bear, I was like, selling the house and leaving Georgia was the best thing I ever did, because I just was so glad to get out from under that $40,000 of credit card debt and just sell the house. I was like, I couldn't refinance the house. My my credit score was like, might have been under 500. It was like 500 something. I didn't have a job. I couldn't find a job. And Rosebud. Who's Rosebud? Is that your cat? Rosebud, sheesh. I don't. I'm not. I'm not following you, Lisa. I'm not sure what you're talking about. So I shared my. Oh, and you know what else? I was looking at it again to tell you guys. Um, I have a little more. Well, my viewers are. It's mostly over long periods of time. It's mostly almost 50-50. But sometimes my male viewership goes up and it's a little higher than the female viewership. And most of my viewers are younger than me. I have a lot of viewers that are younger than me. So, but that's pretty cool. I think it's just because most of the people on YouTube are younger. That's what I really think it is. Because like, okay, in the last 28 days, 21.4% are 35 to 44 years, 19.6% are 45 to 54 years. That's still younger than me. And then 23.5% are 55 to 64 years. But 14% are 25 to 34 years. And then 16% are 65 and over, 16.4%. Isn't that interesting? I look at this once in a while. I don't look at it that often. But yeah, if I look at the last a year, the viewer age, 26.1% are 25 to 34 years, and 23.4% are 35 to 44 years. So like 50% of my views are people younger than me, people 20 years younger than me. And then for the whole year, 12% are 45 to 54 years, and 14% are my age, 55 to 64 years. Isn't that interesting? Very interesting. And then if I look at gender for the whole year, it's just a little bit. It's 48% women and 51% men. But I looked at the last 28 days and it's 35% female and 64% male. Anyways. Oh, your phone is messing with me. She will figure it out soon. Oh, Arc Rosebud. I get it. Okay. Yeah, so let's do a poem. I haven't done a poem yet. Let me see. What poem should I do? I wrote, what's cool about this book is I went through a lot of personal things and I wrote about them. I wrote poems about them and I got like this stuff out of me. And I was just listening to Lisa A. Romano the other day, and she was saying to write in your journal, write poetry, and like you don't even have to have anybody else read it. And I'm like, wait though, Lisa, I'm a poet. I'm a poet. I need to have people read it. But anyways, but she was saying to get your emotions out, and so that's what's interesting too about this book. I said before that, and I still need to look up, because you sent me your address, Glenn, and I'll send you a book. So you can search out. It can be like a word search. It can be like a scavenger hunt. I don't know. You can see where the lyrics are the quotes from certain places, and you can also try to figure out what was going on with what was going on with Red. I told you guys a little bit about the singer that I met, and so there's a couple of poems about him and just stuff I went through, and I didn't always tell you the whole thing, but I wrote about it. And then there's a couple being about getting kicked out of Celebrate Recovery. Here's one that's called The Phoenix. And I love this verse. I haven't read this verse in forever. Micah 7, verse 8. Do not rejoice over me, my enemy. When I fall, I will arise. When I sit in darkness, the Lord will be a light to me. That's a good verse. Micah 7, verse 8. The Phoenix. I fell asleep and then awoke, and you were gone. What happened? It just goes to show you never know. What you worry and think never happens. God's the master of surprise. The devil his copycat. And you think if that happens, I won't survive. But here I am still alive. Picking up the pieces of my life without you by my side. Anybody recognize that lyric? I'm still standing after all these years. Picking up the pieces of my life without you by my side. Elton John. Since you've been gone, I've got one less problem. Oh, that's a good one. I can't remember who sings that though. Got one less problem without you. That was a popular song back when I wrote these poems. And I can't remember who it was. I got 99 problems, but you won't be one. That song. Head in the clouds, got no weight on my shoulders. That's from another song. I said, just give me a reason, but you would not. Just give me a reason. Just a little bit's enough. Just a second, we're not broken, just spent. And we can learn to love again. I tried so hard to fix my marriage, but you would not. I don't care. That's a song by Kelly Clarkson, I think. Because you don't know me at all. That's another Kelly Clarkson song. Hope walks through the fire. That was from a sermon I heard at church, I think. Hope walks through the fire. Jesus said, let's go to the other side. That's from the Bible. How did I know you wouldn't follow? This house burns down slowly. That's Imagine Dragons. This house. Wait. What song is that? But it's Imagine Dragons song. This house burns down slowly. I'm standing in the ashes of the fire alone, but I know I'm going to rise again, singing farewell, King of the Broken. So long, my friend. Time for me to fly. That was a Need to Breathe song called Rise Again. So thank you all so much for being here. Oh, my friend posted a video of Ireland. So I've gone an hour. So should I go another hour? Let me find some new poems from my new book of poetry. Oh, wait, let me see. I have one that was inspired by oh, let me read that 4-letter word. Did I read that 4-letter word to you last time? I think I did. Okay, let me read a different one. Let me read you this about the house. The 3-story house. Because I lived in the house with my ex, the big house he built. I lived in his house for 2 years when we were separated, and then I moved out in 2016. But so it's called the 3-story house. The one about the house is called the 7-story house because my last name is Story, and there are 7 of us, 5 kids, and me and my ex. But this is called a 3-story house because the big house was 3 stories house, 3 stories high. Does that make sense? Her last name is Story. See, it's red brick, 3 stories high now. The wood floor worn down, unfinished, dirt driveway. The zip line runs into my magnolia tree, which he eventually cut down. It's ironic. It's a house that built to you and me. That's a Miranda Lambert song. Now it's just us 3 living in harmony. Well, sort of. I remember when I said, let's name it Story Hollow, you said. The fireplace is cozy in the winter. It's the only place to go. All other rooms are cold. Yeah, it's ironic, you know. There's a mosaic of a tree. Yeah, he made a mosaic of the tree I thought up the name of the book. Yeah, but then I got it. I got it published on Amazon. It was free. This was free. I didn't get really ripped off for this, but I don't know. I'm not getting that much royalties for it. But I can buy these for $2.79 or something a piece, and then sell them. So it helps me the most if you buy my book from me, and then you can get it signed. So there's a mosaic of a tree. Did you make it just for me? Now I can read between the lines of my library. That was a PBS show my kids used to watch. Now you can finish the master bath for someone else to buy. Can I help but ask why? 30 years washed down the drain because I am unforgivable, unworthy, and unlovable. It's a bunch of BS. I'm done with stinking thinking and insecurity. My king loves me. I am his story. Don't believe Satan's lies. You are beautiful and amazing just the way you are. Thank you, Mr. Mars. You know that great song by Mars? What's his name? Bruno Mars. Tell the doctor what you may. He'll know who the crazy one is. Yeah, he humiliated me in front of my doctor and my therapist. He'll know who the crazy one is. Yeah, I'm a mom shell. Black Widow, Poison Ivy. I love Lucy. I can be a hero villain movie star. My king will take me far. I'm looking through my poems to find one to read to you. Oh, the year I turned 50 is when I moved out. Yeah, Micah 7, verse 8 is a good verse. The story I'll tell by my night bird. Huh. Oh, I know. I was going to share a video with you. Let me share a video with you. So the video about Page Publishing is trying to sue me, that was when I put my house for sale, which was June. And so at the end of 2019, Gladys was living with me for a little bit, and then I kept watching her pit bull. And when I can tell you a funny story during the pandemic, I ended up with Blue. I ended up with Blue and my dog Boo in the pandemic, quarantined because I was watching Blue, and then we were going to take him up to her in St. Louis. But I ended up having him for like an extra month, and he didn't. Her dad took him up to her in like on Memorial Day, right? I'm going to share with you the video of, let me see. Page Publishing is trying to sue me. Oh, wait, let me share with you this one too. I know why the cage bird sings. Hello. It's me saying a Maya Angelou poem. But you have to go to these like later or go to them at the end, because it probably will take you out of the live. So me saying the Maya Angelou poem. And that was in the big house. Me saying that. And you can see my hair is longer. Because the cage bird sings of freedom. I'll say that one for you. But there's the video. I pretty much know it by heart, but let me look it up to make sure I say it right. Well, it says it's called Cage Bird. I thought it was called I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings. The free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends, and dips his wings in the orange sun's rays and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The cage bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the cage bird sings of freedom. The free bird thinks of another breeze and the trade wind soft through the sighing trees and the fat worms waiting on a dawn-bright lawn, and he names the sky his own. But a cage bird stands on the grave of dreams, and his shadow shouts on a nightmare scream. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The cage bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the cage bird sings of freedom. Oh, you don't? Are you on your phone, Bren? That might happen because you're on your phone. I finally found out I can see the chat now on my TV, which is crazy. So, but I put it on, I'll put those on my community tab too. I put it on my community tab also. So you can find it there. And I will also do, on my community tab. Let's see. Okay. I'll put my Instagram. Instagram. Okay, and I'm going to put my blog. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Bye, Lisa. Thank you for coming in. Good night. I'm going to go like 40 more minutes. So, probably 40 more minutes. So, yeah, back to 2020. Yeah, my dad was 92 and he passed right before I left Georgia. So I sold my house in August, and then I still had a bunch of little things and papers and journals, and I got a storage where I put stuff that I thought my daughter might want. She wasn't talking to me, so she wouldn't, like, I would say, do you want your Cabbage Patch doll that we gave her for Christmas in 92? It was actually from my brother. Paul worked for the lady that owned the Rams, and it was actually from her. He gave us all this stuff, and I wasn't sure. Afterwards, later on, I was like, I don't think he was supposed to do that. So, I don't know. Maybe that's why he didn't. When he passed, he wasn't working for her anymore, I don't think. But Georgia Frontiere, my brother Paul, who passed in 2002, worked for the lady that owned the Rams. But, I had this little Cabbage Patch, was so cute. That was my oldest daughter's, and I would text her like, do you want this? And she didn't answer me. And then there were so many things, like little books I used to read to them, and I was just like, I can't. And I wanted to fit everything in my RV. And then I was going to buy my RV in Georgia, but I ended up just going up, fitting everything I wanted to keep in my car, which was a Chevy Malibu, and going up to St. Louis and buying my RV up there. But I was so enjoy and always play with your food. Okay, Elsa. I love root beer. You burnt it. Oh no. I'm sorry. I hope we weren't distracting you too much. But so yeah. So 2020 ended up being good. And then that Christmas, I was at my brother's and had Christmas with my sister-in-law, her last Christmas. And we went shopping. We went to remember we went to the dollar store and got all these, and we left the top down on the car and the keys in the car, and it was so funny. Thankfully the car wasn't stolen. But yeah, when I left, so I got up to St. Louis. I left in September, and then night before I left Georgia, my dad passed away. And that was September. And then October, I found my RV and bought it. And I was like rushing myself. I was like rushing. And it was ridiculous. I was just rushing. I was rushing myself. And which is funny is that God had a way of slowing me down, because I fell like twice. After I was so excited the day I was buying my RV that I fell when I was walking in St. Louis. I had taken Gladys to the airport because she was going on a work trip. And I went to the Ark in St. Louis, and then I was walking. I had a little time. That's why I went into St. Louis. Dollar General is great for a lot of things. I spend a lot of time there than any other store. I don't really go into Dollar General anymore. They don't seem to have as many of them. They had them on all over the place, and it's like Waffle House in Georgia. They're all over the place, Dollar General, Waffle House, Dollar General, Waffle. I think they had like 2 Dollar Generals and 2 Waffle Houses in the little town in Georgia where we lived. Some things burnt can be fixed. Try some peanut butter. That might be interesting on pizza. So yeah, October, I bought my RV. November is when I left in it. And then after I fell in St. Louis, I cracked a rib. That's what really hurt. But then I fell when I got my tags, and I was also voting. I got my Illinois license. It was good that I had just moved, because like all the paperwork, then my brother started doing all the paperwork he had to do and the work with the lawyers for us to get our inheritance when my dad passed away. And I used my address at Gladys's, the address at Gladys's. And scrape the toppings off, put on a baked potato with a little ranch. That sounds good too. That does sound good. No peanut butter. You don't have any peanut butter. Yeah, I just got peanut butter. I was out of peanut butter. I was out of jelly like a couple of months ago. And I'm like, I'm going to get some peanut butter and jelly and some good bread. I love a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I love that Dave's Killer Bread. It's really good. See my video. So now I want to share with you. I'll share these on my wait. Where is I'll share these on my community tab too. So in case you can't get to the So I lost 30 pounds, but it took me 3 years. So this time I need to lose maybe 30 more, and I need to do it a little quicker. Let me see, where is it? Oh, the bubbles. I'm trying to find my video about. I thought it was in my popular videos. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, wait. Here's one. I'll share this. This happened in 2020. So when the pandemic hit and I was downsizing and I was getting ready to sell my house, you know, I started to get depressed again. I had to stop selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace for a little, but that was only for like about a month. But I remember going to Walmart and like there was no toilet paper, and I saw this lady with a mask and spraying the thing with Lysol, and she had gloves, and I got all emotional at Walmart during the pandemic. It was, and I wasn't seeing my kids, and so it was really, I was really upset. I mean, I was all alone. I was with the 2 dogs. Gladys was already up in St. Louis, had gone up, and I was watching the dogs. So the funny story I was going to tell you was Gladys goes, so Gladys is like just a little bit older than my oldest child. She's going to be, my oldest child will be 40 in 2027. Gladys will be 40 this year. But so she's just really a little bit older than my oldest child, a few years, 3 years older. I had my daughter though young enough. I had my oldest when I was 20, and I was pregnant when I was 19, but I had her when I was 20. So if I had a child when I was a teenager, they could be Gladys's age. But so anyways, so that's a backstory to make sense of this story. So I had kept her dog, Blue, her pit bull, until she got settled up there, and she wanted to bring him up there. But then the pandemic hit. And so we're talking, and she's like, and I was like, your dad, since I was watching him, and her dad, I was still kind of peeved at him. She got bit by her dog and her dad's dog because her dad got a male, and he wasn't fixed, I don't think either, got a male pit bull, and then it didn't get along with her dog. And her dad had been on a cruise with his wife, and she was watching the dogs, and she couldn't let them see each other, and something, and it was so aggravating. She had to call me to take her to the emergency room because she got bit up by her dog and her dad's dog because she was trying to split them up. And so I was like, well, don't send him. Like, I'll watch the dog. And before Gladys went to Hawaii, brat, I wanted to go to Hawaii, but I couldn't afford it at that time in 2019. She went to Hawaii and I had her dad watch Blue when she was in Hawaii. But that Blue was keeping the rats at bay. And so the rats just went wild in the house when Blue was gone, and they got into my good sofa. They got into the sofa in the den, and then I threw that sofa away, and my neighbor got it out of the garbage. It was so heavy. I like shoved it off my back porch, remember, and I broke my steps. And then I texted my son. I was like, can you bring me some of those big nails that Dad has? Because I have to fix my steps. Because I shoved the sofa off. And so they got into that sofa. And then the sofa I loved in the front room, I ended up selling it for just $20 because the rats had got in it when Blue was at his Gladys's dad's house. And the rats just went wild in my house. Oh my gosh. It was horrible. It was so horrible. I fired my exterminators. And then I found this channel on YouTube called Mousetrap Mondays. And that's what helped me with getting rid of the rats. So anyways, so that happened. And then, so this time I was like, no, don't send him over there because he doesn't get along with her dad's dog. So this was going to be, and I was like, I'm not going to charge, because I had said I was going to charge her something like a boarding thing, because her dog was a pain in the butt. You can see him in some of the videos. He's like interrupting me and he's barking and he was such a high maintenance. My dog was so easy compared to Gladys's dog. He was a pain in the butt. And so, but this time I lowered my price. I'm like, okay, just $50 a month, just $50 a month. That's it. Because you don't need to send him over there because he doesn't even get along with your dad's dog. They don't have enough room or anything. And then her dad like blamed her for like, oh, you did that. You shouldn't have done. I'm like, what? What? I'm like, God, your daughter got bit up by your dog and her own dog, and you're blaming her. It pissed me off beyond all, but that's another story. But anyways, so she says, this is what was funny during the pandemic. She's trying to persuade me, I'm already watching the dog. So I'm like, your dad can bring him up. And I think they met like halfway, which is like Nashville, between where we lived in Georgia and between where we were in Georgia and St. Louis. Halfway is about Nashville. I think they met in Nashville. But she was trying to get me. She was kind of trying to persuade me to bring her the dog. And I was already watching the dog. And so I was just like, and I wanted to put, and she's like, you can put your house for sale with him. And, I'm like, no, everybody's scared to death of your dog. They're not scared of my little dog. And that was a problem enough. I still had to put my dog up when everybody came to look at the house. She's like, you can put the house for sale. And I'm like, no, I can't, get your dad. And she's like, and so she, the pandemic's hit. And so she's like, but my dad's old. My dad's old. He might get, like she's saying, he might get sick. She's trying to get me to bring her dog that I was already, watching all the time. Right. And I'm like, and my first thing is like, oh yeah, but you know what? I'm like, wait a second. He's the same age as me. Because like I said, she's, and they had her when they were teenagers. And actually I found out, I was like, wait, when was he born? And I'm like, actually, he's younger than me. So that was a funny, I'm just like, I'm going to be 58 this year, you guys, and I'm going to be 60 in 2 years. So Taylor Farm has a salad kit with pizza ranch dressing. It's amazing. That sounds good. Yeah. So that was a funny about the pandemic and Gladys saying, but my daddy's old. And I'm going, yeah, he is old. You're old man. He's younger than me. What? But so finally, Memorial Day, I take the dog to Gladys's dad's house, and which is Gladys's house actually, and he takes the dog up to her. And then in June, I put the house for sale. And so I want to share with you. Did I share I got emotional at Walmart? Let me share this on my community tab too. Wait. Oh, go. Okay, I'm sharing it on my community tab. Okay. Let me try again. Don't know why I'm not finding. I'm not finding. Okay, here it is. It's way up at the beginning. It's got 850 views. So it's when I put my house for sale was June, and I found out Page Publishing was trying to sue me because I spoke out about them on social media and said, don't hire these people. They're shady. And they got mad, and some people broke their contract, and then there's something you can sue somebody for somebody else breaking a contract. Because I said, they're shady, so somebody broke a contract. But how is that my fault? You had a bobcat for a pet? Yeah, see, I had cats before. This was the only time I didn't have cat. I never had a problem. In the big house at one time, like in the early 2000s, like 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, I had 13 cats at one time. Oh, you can sell the bobcat's pee? That sounds gross. Yuck. Yeah, they use that for stuff, don't they? Page Publishing. I'll save my elephant poem next. But here I'm going through all this. It's the pandemic. And I find out Page Publishing is trying to sue me for $1 million. It was insane. It's from that one's from 2020 also. And that was when I put my house for sale. And nothing became of that lawsuit. It was just, I wanted to sue them. It made me so mad that I'm like, really? Like, you're going to sue, you rip me off. You don't give me my royalties. I paid you to publish my book. And then you're going to try and sue me. It was so infuriating. It was so infuriating. So yeah, so we had 13 cats at one time um in the big house because people used to just dump them out there and there was no animal control. And that's how we got the dog too, my son's dog, but she ended up biting a lot of people. Here's the elephant book. I still want to find another publisher for this. I mostly paid them to do the pictures, and I went back and forth about all the pictures. I was very particular about the pictures. What elephant? We got 20 more minutes. It's from my mom, Ellen Olson Hewitt, who loved to give children books because they are the best gifts. Was there ever an elephant in your room? When it walked, it went boom. You tried to deny it, but you couldn't hide it. Where can you hide an elephant? Oh no, that's a cat, you try to say, or maybe a bat. It will fly away. So I told them what to make for each picture. So that this is the elephant cat and the elephant bat. Oh, so one day when I was in St. Louis, so I sat in St. Louis like 7 months from November 2021 until I moved here to Denver. From November 2021 until June 2022 when I came here to Denver, because that's when I had come back to God, and I was doing less lives. I was just going live once a month, and I was doing the devotionals on my channel. And that's when I was losing my watch time then too. But I did 4 years worth of taxes. I did 2018, 2019, 2020, and 2021. I did 4 years of taxes. I sold my RV in May 2022. Then I bought my RAV, and then I moved here. I like it here though. Wanted to protect your chickens. Oh, yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard it's been like they sell it, don't they? Who in the world would buy Bobcat Pea? But this made me think. So you found one by your car. So it must have been early 2022. The road sort of by Gladys's house, sort of like behind it, was kind of busy, and there were wild animals there. I used to see deer when I would go walk and stuff, because there were some areas where there could be wild animals. And it was a nice neighborhood in Belleville, Illinois. So that's what I should have done, because the trash pandas, the raccoons, and sometimes possums would come and eat the cat's food that I would put on the back porch. They would come and eat it all. So, but during that time when I was sort of stuck when I was chilling in St. Louis, and then I had the roommate from hell. How passive aggressive is that to leave your poop in the toilet on purpose? But yeah, and when I said I went 10,000 miles in my RV, that's not that far. Like, how far have you been, dude? Oh, 1,000 miles? Good for you. But anyways, oh my goodness. There was a fox that was dying. Oh, Gladys was so upset. She called me. She was going to work and it was by her car. She had to park her car on the street because her driveway was too narrow and she didn't want to risk the guy that rented her room downstairs would pull his car in there, but she wouldn't pull her car in her own driveway. Lost signal while you were weed eating. Had to check. Possums are great for eating ticks, fleas, and bugs you don't want around. Ugh, I don't like possums. But oh no, that's a cat you try to say, or maybe a bat. It will fly away. I've got to finish reading my book. If you can't admit it, you can't quit it. Go ahead and face it. Can you trace it? Could the truth set you free, or will they all laugh at me? That's inspired by Horton Hatches the Egg, the elephant bird. Trash pandas, yeah. Perhaps, but they have a hyena in their room. That's so much worse than just an elephant. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And I had all this idea about, like, okay, they're eating an elephant cake at a party. 1 day, 2 day, 3, day by day, these things I pray. I have a higher power who created elephants. I wonder what he'll do with it. Will he take it to the zoo? I wonder what he'll do. Will he take it to the zoo? I said it wrong. I'm not reading it. I'm saying it from memory. I said this at the zoo for my friends because they commented on my... See, I would wear this necklace. I went on a cruise in 2017. I had this necklace then. Yeah, I have a mug. I do. And then when people commented on my necklace, I would say the poem for them. And then sometimes they would buy a copy of my book. The elephant poem is in this. What elephant is in this book, though? This poem is in this book. Yeah. Okay. And I didn't have to pay anything to get this published, but doesn't have pictures, except for Claire Bear did this picture when she was about 7. And it's the 7 of us in a tree. So that's why the 7-story tree. Okay. What? People will come from miles around to see the greatest show in town, the elephant. He now does tricks and people pay to get their kicks. God can take your ashes and give you beauty. You thought you had to sacrifice. Everyone must pay their price. If I give him the elephant, he'll die. This is inspired by Horton Hatches the Egg too, where they come and take him away to the circus. But this has a good ending with the circus. But the ringmaster doesn't work that way. The elephant will live another day. He'll sing and dance because he got a second chance. The circus is a place of joy and wonder because the ringmaster has a plan. Trust the elephant in his hands. So even though Page Publishing tried to sue me, still 2020 was a good year for me. Raccoons used to come to your porch when you had cat food out on my back porch. Yeah, that's when mine got rid of all cat food. Now my cat eats in the house. Elephant poem is good. Thank you. So yeah, I think my mug is right here in the dishwasher. I made this. I have this cake, which is bad, which I shouldn't have gotten. But I have this cake mix, and you put it in the mug, and it makes a little thing of cake. I'm like, I said I wasn't gonna eat this and only have it like, as a treat once in a while. And I'm like, now I gotta not have any for a long time because I need to. I really love sweets, you all. I really have a sweet tooth, and I emotionally eat. And it's funny, I took this book to read. This is a good book. I'll show you. It is Managing Your Emotions by Joyce Meyer. And the one I read today was on emotional eating. Help is here for emotional, and is talking about emotional eating. So that was good. I was trying to find maybe Monday I'll find my Joyce Meyer poem, because I have a Joyce Meyer poem. Because I love listening to Joyce Meyer all the time. Lately, though, I've been listening to Joel Osteen, and that's good. Yeah, this was Raccoon Mountain. That was the last place I went in my RV, in Chattanooga, Tennessee, on my birthday, 2021. So that was the last place I went in my RV. Well, no, it wasn't the very last place. It was the next to the last place, because I went to Graceland, and I stayed at Graceland RV Park. Oh, I didn't get any. I love Doritos. Yeah, I love chips. And so last time I went to the store, I got chips, and I got that cheese dip because I love chips. I love sweets. And see, this is why it took me 3 years. I mean, at least I was losing weight, but it took me 3 years to lose 30 pounds. But I'll show you something else from Popular. And it's from 2020 also. And it's intro to my channel. And you can sort of tell if you look at my face that I lost 30 pounds. Because from the pandemic and all of that, I gained. And from the divorce, depression, weight, but it took me from 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. I mean, well, it was 2021, 2022, 2023. 3 years to lose 30 pounds. Oh, you can watch me singing It's a Blue Christmas. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. That's with Blue. That was 2021. Stress kills. Yes. I was saying that too. That's for my last meal. Speaking of Elvis, yeah, the last place I went in my RV was October 2021, and I went to Graceland, and I stayed at Graceland RV Park, and here's I'll Have a Blue Christmas Without You. That was Christmas 2021 when I was by myself, and Gladys went to see her family in New York. Left me there with a roommate from hell for Christmas. So I recorded this. You'll have a blue Christmas without you. With Blue, the dog. But a great thing happened when I came to Denver in June 2022 is my daughter, Claire Bear, contacted me. Stress is turning your hair gray. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find the video of let me see if I can find it. Welcome to Red's channel. That one I need to put in my let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here it is. Old channel intro. I had more than one channel, and I finally like moved the videos around and downloaded the videos and then deleted an old channel. Oh, shoot. What the heck? Something's happening. Are you still here? I don't know. No. Okay. Oh, that scared me. I thought my computer was going down, but it is. Yeah, and then I had a white Christmas when I moved here. Yeah, I did. Elvis sings. Yeah. Old channel intro. Oh, something. It was something my computer was doing an update, and it went to it abruptly, and it freaked me out. Yeah, I'm about done. Thank you for being here, Larkwood. I'm sharing out videos. If you guys are interested, I do still need watch time. So sad seeing me cry. Yeah, it was sad. It was so sad. But I was so thankful though that I was still, and I was like, what am I going to do now? I was starting to spiral down and get depressed again. And I'm like, I don't have another plan. I'm still going to try to do this plan. And thankfully it worked. That, my house sold to an investor in Israel. sight unseen. They didn't see the house at all. And as is, it needed repairs and I couldn't afford to make them. My credit cards were maxed out. I had $40,000 in credit card debt. I had a car loan too. And yeah, I had stopped doing Airbnb because I got all paranoid because Mohammed got mad because I wrote about him on my blog because there was nothing else I could do. I put his picture. I had taken his picture and I put his picture. He was so mad and he called me and then I got scared. I'm like, oh, gosh, he's gonna, I'm like, he's gonna send some strange, person to my Airbnb to off me now. Because I wanted to just get the word out there that, hey, this guy's looking to marry someone and get a green card, because I couldn't do anything. So it was crazy. Good night. I'm going to pray for everybody and let y'all go. I've gone 2 hours again. Yay me. We're getting there. And you know what? I like this job better than lifeguarding. I do. I like saying poems. I like writing. I like cooking. I do like cooking. So I like this job, okay? I'm trying to make this job work. Let's make this job work. Okay? And then if I need some extra money, I'll side hustle and drive for Lyft or something. Oh, there's this other thing, Link. I can drive for Link. So my neighbor at my apartments was telling me about it. And I was like, oh, I've seen those ones at the rec center. I've seen those, their little car, you drive people. So it's similar. I don't know if you make more or what, but it's another driving thing. Selling bobcat pee. I don't have any bobcat pee, and no, that's not my gig. It's a different type of lifeguarding. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Glenn. No, I'm not selling bobcat pee sounds good. Maybe to you, Larkwood. You can do that. Go ahead. I'm going to pray for y'all. Dear Lord, thank you for all these YouTube subscribers. I pray that you bless them and their families and be with them. Please be with Elsa and bless her fur babies and keep her well and safe, Lord. I pray for Bren, that you would be with her and guide her, that you would bless her mom and her family and be with her. I pray for Larkwood, that you bless him and Glenn. And I pray that you be with them. Guide us all in our lives, Lord, and help us to seek you in our lives. And I pray for Lisa again, Lord, that you would help her in her situation and whatever she's going through, Lord. That you would comfort her and give her wisdom and guide her, Lord. You know that I've been asking you for that lately, Lord, and your word says that if anyone wants wisdom, needs wisdom, that we can ask you, Lord. And we are asking you for wisdom and guidance in our lives, Lord, because we want to do what's right and what the next steps are, Lord. I pray you bless Brenda. Thank you for giving her safe travels. I pray that you be with her as she travels and bless her and her children and her grandchildren and her and her partner. And thank you for her. Glenn, pray for Elsa, pray for everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. God bless you all. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anybody. Please bless you for Granny. I pray you bless her and her children and her grandchildren and be with her and keep her safe and well. Anybody else come in that I earlier that I didn't pray for yet? Let's see. I'm going all the way back through. When I have a whole mess of people in here, I'm not gonna probably pray for everybody, but right now I still can pray for everybody. So we pray all these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you all so much for being here. Yes. Thank you, Flames. I forgot to say that. I forgot to remind you why I light the candle is because Red's followers are called Flames. So don't say that no one cares for you, because I do, and God does too. Don't forget to pray for Red, because Red is praying for you. Bye. I'll see you Monday.